Hello everyone and welcome to SaiCAD in our AutoCAD online training program. And my name is Setu Nandanya and I am a Autodesk certified instructor. And let me continue our today's session with AutoCAD software. So I hope this AutoCAD screen is visible to you. Please confirm it once.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me begin our today's class with the property tools. Because yesterday we discussed about dimensioning, tags, and hatches and all, right, in our last class. So let me begin with the properties, and we already discussed about line types, right? Because we have one question that how to create that center line circle. So whatever objects you have, for example, I am creating some objects over here. So one is rectangle, one is circle, ellipse. So these are the objects we have, right? And for example, I want to change the properties. So in the properties we have mainly four things. One is color. So just select your object and you can change the color of your object like this. Second one is line width. Okay, so select your object and you can change your line width, but it will not visible directly on the screen. For to view that line width, you have to turn on one option, which is our line width display, LWD, right? And that will be available in the status bar. So go to the status bar and you will find this symbol, see LW display, line width display. So if it is not visible to you, just go to the customize and turn on this line width and you will be get this option. So turn on that and your line width will be visible. Turn off, so it will not visible, but it will appear in your prints. Okay, whenever you are going to print this drawing, you will get over there. But if you want to view it over here, just turn on this thing. Similarly, third we have line type. So for the line type, first we need to go to the others, and here first we have to load our line types. So click on the load and these are the line types we have. Let me take some of them. This dotted one, then border, center, dash, dot, hidden, gas. So yes, that's it. Click OK. So that will be loaded in your software, then hit OK. So now that all line types will be there in your list over here. So first you have to load it from here. Go to the others and click on the load, right? From here you have to load it first. Then to apply, select your object and like other tools, go over here and select your line type, so that line type will be applied. So these all things are same. Then the fourth one is transparency. So transparency you will find on the drop down over here. So select your object and now go to the in the drop down and provide some transparency. Let we add around 75-77%. So it will be transparent. See, this is a transparent object. But for the transparency also we have one setting in status bar. Right now it is on, that's why it looks transparent. Okay, so go to the customize and turn on this transparency, so it will be added. See this checker box, we have this symbol. This is our transparency display symbol. So click on turn off that, so your transparency effect will not visible. Turn on that, so your transparency effect will be visible, right? So these are the four properties we have. And to apply that, just select your object and select your property. So in this way you can apply. But what will happen if I don't select anything over here but I'm going to change? So by default we have by layer, by layer, by layer, right? So if I'm going to change my color, so that color will be my current selection. If I'm going to change my line type, so that line type will be my current selection. That means what will happen? That means we are going to create new object, so that object will carry that property, right? So this object have this selected property. If you choose over here by layer, that means whatever settings that we have in layer will apply. So here again by layer. Okay. Now one more thing, if you want to transfer your properties from one object to other object, then again we have one more option, that is match property, and the shortcut for this match property is MA. So type MA, hit enter, and now first select your property, which property you want to grab. So I am selecting this one. So see, we have a small brush symbol on my cursor, and then to which object you want to apply. So I want to apply on this rectangle. So as you notice that our color and line type, both the things are transferred over here on this object. But for example, I don't want to transfer this color. I just want to transfer line type, right? So what we can do, so go to the MA match property, first select your property, then go to the setting, and here you can deselect that which property you don't need to transfer. We have transparency, line width, line type, scale. I don't want to transfer this color. Okay, so just turn off that, hit OK. Now provide select your other object. So see, our line type is changed but color is not, right? And once you change it, then you have to remember that thing, because the next time it will behave same, right? So again you want that color back, so again go to the settings, and here you have to turn on this, and then it will behave like our regular tool. So it is clear about these properties. We also have a property dialog box, and hotkey for that there are actually many hotkeys. One or two I can say. Type PR, enter, not PY, PR. So you will get a properties dialog box. Also my favorite hotkey is control 1. Type control 1 and you will get properties dialog box. Now select any object and you will get all the properties over here. Say color, you can manage it from here. Layer, okay, layer 0 because we are not working in layer right now. Then line type, scale we have. See, this is my very bigger line type, right? So here I am scaling it down. So that pattern, that small line, big line, so this pattern is actually going to scale. then transparency. So these all the things you can manage from here, right? So that is our property. Just select any object and type control 1 and you will get all the properties over here. So yes, that's it about our properties panel. So in this way you can grab this center line pattern, you can grab this hidden line pattern, dotted line pattern we have, right? Dash pattern we have, then hidden lines pattern we have. So these are the different patterns we have. But now let we discuss about the layers, and layers are very important. But before we go for the layers, let me discuss some library tools. So mainly in AutoCAD we have two libraries. One is Design Center and another one is Tool Palette. So for the Design Center, press Control 2. Control 2 is your shortkey for Design Center. Type Control 2 and you will get a Design Center dialog box. But for the first time you have to remember, you have to follow this path. You have to go to manually over here in the C drive, then in the program file, Autodesk, AutoCAD, whatever version you have, then ENU samples, and in the samples we have ENUS folder, and there we have Design Center. So this folder you have to find first. Then just click on this folder, right click on that and click on set as home. So what will happen? This folder will become our home folder. So now whenever I am going to click on this home button, so it will directly throw me to this on this folder, right? So this is our design center and you will find many objects over here. But all these objects are in a block format and we haven't discussed this block yet, right? So you will get the block things in next class hour. So see, we have some mechanical, so go to the fasteners metric, go to the blocks, and here we have a pre-created drawings for the head of our fastener, then hexagonal nuts, different types of mechanical screw. So these are the pre-sketched objects we have, right? And all these objects are in a block format. So what is block? So if you click on this object you will get only one point, nothing else, right? So this thing is known as block. Every object you will get only one point, right? And we will learn how to create this block of our regular object, and we are also able to save this block as a library file. So now again click on home. Let me check to the other folders. We have electrical power folder. So here we have some kind of electrical symbols like circuit breaker and connectors and star connectors. So these are the electrical symbols we have. Again go to the home, then fasteners in US. Home spacing and planner is for the civil. Here you will get the civil objects like we have bed, furniture, sofa, right? So take it over here, bring it on screen, just drag and drop process we have. But that is a very large object, so you need to zoom out because compared to fastener, that bed must be a very large object, right? Then we have dining table, piano, right? Simple table we have, wooden table. two-seater sofa, three-seater sofa. So these are the things that available in our library that we can use for our planning purpose, our furniture layout, to create our furniture layout in civil side. Then we have house designer. So in the house designer you will get the sanitary items, right? We have, and then in HVAC system we have hydraulic and pneumatic systems, we have kitchen equipments also we have. So here you will find stove, oven, so this type of things. So this is our stove, then double sink, single sink, then we have base cabinet, dishwasher we have. So you can place this dishwasher in your elevation view or section view, right? Because this is our elevation view. So these are the pre-created objects we have in design center. Similarly, if you go with our other library, that is tool palettes. So for that, type control 3. Control 3 is the shortkey for tool palettes. And here also we have so many pre-created objects like these fasteners. But in this tool palettes, you will get a dynamic objects, right? So you will get the exact idea that what is dynamic objects. See, this is fastener that we bring from here. So just click it and you will get so many other triangles over there. These are the triangles to change the drawing dimension. So that's why this block is known as dynamic block, and you can select your series, select your size and length. So these are the variations we have that you can do as per your requirement. Like we have this roller bearing. So go to the drop down and these are the sizes we have, right? So this is actually our bearing, cross section of bearing, ball bearing we have. This is inner ring, outer ring, and this is ball, and this is cross sectional view. Then we have valve. So this valve you can place, right, with annotations. So valve name, valve number, valve position. So all the things you can provide over here. Hexa bolt we have, then nuts we have. So bring your nut and you will get the different sizes M3, M3 to M14. So these are the sizes we have, right? And let me go to the civil. So in the civil you will find the crossroad we have. So these are the landscaping things. So this is our crossroad. If you want three-way, then just click on that and type three-way. So you will get three-way road connection. Only corner you want, so you will get corner. So these are the options we have. Now this is the width of the road, and on this side also, right? And this is our road section. So bring it and let me put it, move this one on this point, right? Then select it and stretch it as you want. Click on that and here we have 2 lane, 4 lane, 6 lane. So these are the lanes we have. Let me take mirror. Then also we have some parking arrangement. So you can place it and number of spacing for the 5 cars like this. And also some symbols. Let we check in architecture. So in the architecture you will get door. So this is our door in plan view. You can increase and decrease the door length also. You can flip the door direction, opening direction. So these are the flip symbols we have. And also opening position 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree fully open, right? Or 30 degree or closed condition. So these are the options we have that you can toggle. And also one more triangle. So from your door at which depth you want. So these are the options. Then aluminum window frame we have. So again the length and the height that is adjustable. Also we have some plantations that you can do. So take elevation, so you will get a elevated plant. We have so many other trees over here in this library, right? Also we have one car, one couple of cars over here. So you can use all these equipments for your um, landscaping purpose. So this is side view, top view, front, similarly back. Then we have sedan, the top view of sedan, front view of that. Then we have truck, top view of that truck. So these are the options we have in the architecture. And also for the electrical and other fields we have construction and all. So these are the constraints we have, annotations we have. So this is our library that generally we use to get a quick result and pleasant output of our drawing. Wherever you want to place some fasteners, you can use the library. For the civil side, whatever area or landscape if you want to create, you can use this library. If you want to place some furniture, then just use this library component to quickly get output, right? And these all things are in block condition, so everything will carry only one point. So this thing is known as block. So now let me discuss about layers. So for the layers, let me create some rectangles over here, some other objects. So our first question is, why should we create layers?
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question regarding blocks.
Okay. What is?
Sir, can we create our own blocks? Like if I've made a drawing and I want to save it as a block, so can I use it again and again? So can I
Yes.
do that?
Yes, you can. As I
Sir, how
told
can?
you before, actually I haven't teach you that. That we will discuss after these layers, because our main priority of our today's lecture is layer, right? Then if we get some time, then we will discuss about the block creation. Okay, because this is our main topic of today. And if it is not completed yet, then we will continue that from in our next class. Okay, so it is fine, but I
Okay,
will
sir.
show you how to create
Okay,
blocks
sir.
and
Okay, sir.
also how to
Thank you.
save it in your library file. Okay, I will show you that also.
Okay,
So
sir.
let me continue with the block layers. Sorry. So layer, whenever you start your file, you will get one default layer. So click on this layer properties. So this is our layer property manager, and you will get one layer over there. See, we have, these are the other layers also. Why it is? Because there must be due to our that blocks that we have used. Okay. So whenever you open a fresh file, you will get one layer over there in your layer property manager, and shortcut for the layer property is LA, right? Type LA, enter, and you will get this layer properties dialog box. But my first question is why we create layers. Do you have any idea about that? For example, this drawing we have, right? So if you are going to draw your drawing in some layers, then it will be easy for you to manage your drawing. How it is, I will explain you. But first we will learn this layer tool, and then I will give you the reason why we use layers, right? So come to our blank file. Here I am creating some objects and how this layer actually works. Okay, so go to the layer LA, and here to create new layer, click on Control Alt N, or click on this button. Name it. For example, I want to create one layer for center line, then one layer for border, right? One layer for hidden line objects, one layer for door, one layer for window, right? One layer for furniture objects, then one more layer. So in this way you have created some of the layers over here, right? And here you will get all the properties. See, we have color, we have line type, we have line width, and we have transparency. So all these options we have over here. So for the border I am choosing, for example, this color. For the center line I am choosing the next color, right? So in this way I am just providing a different color, so we can assume, right? But so we can separate these all layers from each other with the help of colors. Otherwise, if all the layers are in white color, then it will be difficult for us to understand. Okay, that's why I provided this type of different color. Now for example, I want to add a border layer in border. So click on the load and choosing border, okay, and selecting this and okay. So I apply a border line type to this layer. Similarly, line width, I want to provide 0.7 mm line width to border, and transparency should be 0. For the center line, I want a center line type. So find the center and select it and OK. So we provide a center line type, and the line width, it should be default, it is fine. Transparency should be 0. For the door, it is fine, continuous. Furniture, hidden line, for the hidden line we should have hidden line type. So click on the load again, and here I am choosing hidden line type, okay. Okay, so hidden line type, and also a hidden object have some transparency. So around let's say 70% transparency it should have. So in this way you can provide a different line types, colors, line width and transparency as per your requirement, right? And now just close it. So we have so many layers over here. Make sure your line width and transparency are on, so we have all the effects. Now I am selecting this object and applying some other layer that I want to apply, this border layer. So see, all the settings that we have in border layer, that is color, line width, line type and transparency, whatever is there, is applied on this geometry. So now this rectangle is in our border layer, right? Again, select and I am applying the center layer. So see, whatever setting we have in center layer is over here. Select it and I am going to apply this hidden layer. So see, it is almost transparent. Turn off this transparency so you will get this blue color, right? But it is much transparent. Okay, so I just keep this transparency off. Then if you are not going to select any object but you are going to change your layer, then that new layer will be your current layer. So that means whatever things that you are going to create will be in that layer, or like this, right? Now let me go to the layer properties, LA. Okay, so here if you notice that all the status of my all layers are in same color. See, the status of all these colors over here are same. So if you are not getting a proper status that your layer status is used or not, then go to the setting over here and turn on these last two options. Apply filter, so that will be for filter selections, and include layer in use, that is for this thing. Click OK. And now see, we have some layers in a dark color and some status are in white color. So whatever layer have white color, that are unused layers. So these are the unused layers and these are the used layers, and whatever layer carrying this right symbol is our current layer, right? So in this way this layer status works. Now for every layers we have three symbols. One is on off, Second one is freeze unfreeze, the star symbol we have. And third one is lock and unlock condition, right? So this is the thing why we use layers, because of this thing. See, for example, I want to remove all the objects who is made with the border layer, right? So just turn off that border layer and your all the objects from your drawing will be removed within a one click, right? For example, if you want to hide or remove that objects who is carrying this center line type or the center layer, so we have another option is freeze. You can freeze it, then also all the objects will remove who is carrying center layer. But what is the difference between on off and freeze unfreeze? So difference is that you cannot work in your freeze layer, right? So to work in particular layer we have to make it current. So we are not able to make this freeze layer as a current layer. See, if you are going to click on that, you will get one notice that we are not able to make it a current layer. But let me go to this off layer. So click on this border. So we have one option that what you want to do. So if you want to keep this layer on, so you say yes, and actually you can say no, right? So now this layer is current but it is off. So we can work in border layer while it is in off condition. How? So see, let me take a line command and I am clicking from here to here to here to here and again back here. So I have created one line from these 4 points, but my border layer is off, that is why it is not visible for me, right? But we are not able to work in the center layer while it is in freeze condition, right? If you are going to unfreeze that, then you can make it current and you can work in that layer. So turn on this border layer and see this line we have created. Okay, and the last option we have, that is lock unlock. So once you are going to lock any layer, so just click over here, lock. So it will add some transparency to your object. See, again I am going to unlock and lock again. Just focus on these border objects, right? So this is full light and this is dim light, right? That means some types of transparency will be added, and what will happen, your border layer is locked now. That means you are not able to modify your layer. You cannot use move, copy, rotate, scale, any of that modification object you are not able to use. See, I am typing M over here, M, enter, move, and I am selecting entire drawing, enter, and take it away. See, these border objects are still there. So we are not able to select that for move, copy, or any modifications. Once you lock your layer, right, you are not able to modify that. But you will get a reference of all the things. For example, you type L, enter, line, and you want to grab a mid end point of this line, midpoint of this line, right? So you will get all the reference points over here, but you are not able to move or modify that thing. You are also able to work in that layer. You can make it current and you can create new objects also. But once you create it, it will be locked. You are not able to modify that. just while creating that thing, it is in full color. See, once I click over here, immediately it is going to lock because it's in locked layer, right? So now you will get the exact idea how this thing works. So for example, this all the things I have is in furniture layer, right? And for a while I want to remove all my furniture from my model. So what I will do, I will turn on this thing and I will go to the furniture layer and I will turn off this furniture layers. So my drawing will be blank. Check the layer. This is in wall layer. See, these chairs are in wall layers. So that's actually a wrong thing, right? So what you have to do, we have to select all this and transfer to the furniture. Turn on, select. So it is in furniture. Okay, so these are the other chairs we have. Delete it and let me check. No, they are actually same chairs. Okay, so we should explore that thing. Can use match property also. Yes, now it is gone. Mm, we must have a layer for doors also. Select, and that is in our wall. Why this layer is our wall layer? This is also a wall layer. It is fine. So what you have to do, you have to create individual layers and put everything in that layers, right? So now you are able to create a multiple drawing on a same drawings. How? For example, you want to create a center line plan, right? So just turn off that furnitures, this text layer, they and all the other layers you have, and turn on your center line layer. So it will give you a center lines, right? You have to create that. Then turn off that center line plan and turn on your furniture. So it will give you a furniture layout. Turn off that furniture also and turn on your electrical layout, your wirings, right? So it will give you a electrical layout, electrical drawing. So in this way, with only single drawing, you are able to create multiple things. So that's why we have to work with layers. It is clear now why we work with layers. Hello, am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
And screen is visible.
Yes, sir. So all the layers are visible until or unless we hide them, right?
Yes.
So all the layers are visible until or unless we hide
Hmm. All the layers are visible until you hide that.
them. So to highlight one layer, we have to uh,
You have
hide
to turn
another
off
layer.
others. You have to.
Okay.
See, I am creating one very small example for you.
Okay.
Let me find if I have that drawing that we created on the day one. Okay, no problem. Let me create again. So first of all, units in engineering and in inches. Okay, and we will use our first layer, layer 0, or let me create our new layer. So go to the layers and our first layer is wall and the color is white, which is fine. Make that layer current, and now we will create our we will start creating our model. Okay, that's it. This is enough. So these are the my walls, right? Now I'm going to place some doors inside this model. Okay, now let me create some doors. So for there we will use our door layer. And now I'm creating my door. Actually, initially this all should be in wall layer. Okay, now we have door. So one rectangle of 5 by 3, 2, rotate it 90 degree and take copy and circle, trim this thing and mirror it. Okay, so these are the doors in door layer. Now let me add some windows. So turn on this window layer, and for example we have a window of 5 feet. Let me do copy of this to some other places. Okay, so these two windows are enough. Now we are going to place some furnitures over here. So control 2 and click on home spacing and planner. Take this bed, table, some sofas, and yes, that is already taken. Okay, fine. So these are the enough things we have. Select it and transfer it to the furniture layer. So this is bed. For example, this is dining table. So I'm just randomly arranging this thing. Okay. So don't misunderstand anything. Actually, we do not have our front door, right? So don't. mm, So for example, this is my furniture arrangement. Some kitchen equipments also, if you want to place, then take a new layer for the kitchen also. But I am considering all the things in this single layer. So here we have stove, then single sink, double sink, refrigerator. That's it. So we should have one door over here. Then place this thing in your kitchen. So this type of arrangement we have, right? Now I want to create one center line plan. So for that I need a center line of my all walls. So what I'm doing, I'm creating one line M2P from here to here. Actually it is taking load. Okay, so these are the lines of my center line. So I am placing it into center. Then let me create a furniture layout of my drawing, right? So what we need to do, we need to turn off the rest of the layers. So this furniture I don't want to see right now. Then the door that I don't want to see right now, right? And window. So let me turn off these windows. Okay, so my drawing is clear. Again, we don't need center line yet, so turn off this center line. So that is also clean now. Now we just want to add some electrical equipment. So let me create one more layer. Electrical equipment, and then let have one fan. So this is a symbol of fan, right? And one switch box. So this is my switch box. So these are the switch box, and let we have some lights. So this is the symbol of lights. So in this way, this is my electrical layout. So now I am going to create wirings. So one connection for this fan, then one connection this, and one connection for this one. select all this, and for the wirings I am creating one new layer. Wire color should be this one, and line type should be dotted. So load this dotted line type. Okay, and select all these things and change it to the wire line type. Right, similarly over here we have a two-way connection for this fan. So like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. So this is our two-way connection. Hmm. Now select all these things, all these wires, and convert into a particular layer. Now turn off this thing also. Now select this objects and convert into a electrical layer, and also turn off. So in this way our layers works. Now see, for example, I want a center line plan. So just turn on your wall layer and turn on your center line layer. You will get a center line drawing. For example, you want a furniture layout plan. So turn off this center line and turn on your all the layers who is actually carrying your furnitures. So this is your furniture layout drawing. Also turn on your doors, windows if you want. So door, window. So this is the arrangement, right? For example, you have a flooring tiling drawing you created, that the arrangement of your tiles over here, right? So you have, if you have created that thing, you can create one layer for that also. For example, you have a ceiling layout over here, that pop and all, so you can create a layer for that also. So we have a plan view, we have a single plan view, but we have a multiple drawing with the help of layers. Now for example, I want to create a electrical drawing. So turn off this furniture layout and turn on this electrical equipments and wires. So this is my electrical layout, right? So in this way you can work with the layers. Same for the mechanical, hidden items, fasteners, other objects. Just put all the things in different layers so you can manage it easily. It is clear now, or still having some confusions about layers?
No,
Clear.
sir. No, sir.
Okay, good. Now let we discuss layers again. In some topics are there that we not discussed yet. So go to the layer again, and in the layer property manager, here we have filters. So these are the very important filters. See, generally right now we have 10 to 15 layers maybe, right? But whenever you work in your some projects, so you may have 100, 200 or 250 layers over there, right? So how to manage each and every layers? So here I am just going to turn off some layers, freeze some layer, and going to lock some layers. So to manage all these layers, we have filters over here, right? And how to filter each and every layer? So we have two types of filter on the top. We have a property filter and one is group filter. Click on the property filter first. So these are the property: on, off, freeze, lock, unlock, colors, line type. So these are the properties. Give a name and condition. So I want only that layer who is currently off condition. Then hit OK. So this is our filter, and in this filter you will get that layer who is in off condition right now. Okay, if you go to all and change the condition of any layer, see, this property filter will automatically update. We have three layers over here. So this thing will continuously going to update. For example, I'm going to turn on this furniture layer. It will automatically removed from this, because this is a conditional filter we have, right? Again, go to the property filter, and I want to see only that layer who is unfreeze and in lock condition. So I have provided two conditions over here. That layer must be unfreezed and that layer must be in lock condition, and we have three result for that. So in this way you can provide a multiple conditions also. If any one is not going to satisfied, it will be removed from this group, right? So this is our property filter. Another filter we have, that is a group filter. So group filter is like a envelope, a folder. Let we say this is my group of furniture or wooden items. Okay, wooden items, furniture, I have a folder I have created, and it is right now empty. So go to the all and take that layers. For example, this furniture layers I want to put in this folder. So take, drag and drop it over there. Doors are also made with wood, windows are also made with wood. So take all that layers and you can create your own group. It is not necessary that it must be on or freeze or lock, or that type of properties are not necessary over here. You can create your own groups. Click on groups and let's say electrical equipment, right? So this is my electrical equipment layers group. Now I want to put all the electrical layers in this. So this electrical and this wire, and if we have other layers, if we have created, for example, this layer 3 is for the switchboard, this layer 2 is for the other things, right? POP lights. So this filter will carry all the electrical layers. So in this way you can manage all your layers. For example, you have 250 layers, and there are 10 layers for the electrical, 10 layers for the landscaping, 10 or 15 layers for the walls, right? So you have to create some groups over here yourself. So for example, you are working with the electrical drawing, so just simply go to turn on this filter and close it. So you will only get that layer over here. If you go to all and close it, you will get all layers over here. So whatever filter you have activated over there, you will get that layer in front of you, right? Anyone have question regarding layers now? Hello?
No, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, good. And now let me discuss about our block. Okay, so these all objects are in block condition. So how to create our own block? So for example, we have a rectangle and some arrangement over here, and I want to convert this thing into a block. So for that, type B. B is the shortcut for the block. So B, enter. First of all, you have to type a name of your block. So I am typing AA. Then click over here, select object, select your objects, hit enter. And the most important thing, don't forget to pick point. Right, this pick point is very necessary. If you are not going to specify this point, it will automatically take origin. Or you can type, if you have a coordinates of xyz, you can type it over here. But I am going to pick a insertion point and I want to keep that point at center. So the coordinates of that point is over here. Now just click OK. So this thing is converted into block. Why it is converted? Because we choose convert to block option over there. See again, for example, we have circle and we want to convert this thing into block, right? So type B, enter, name it, select your object, enter, insertion point here, and see we choose convert to block option last time. That's why our object is converted into block. This time I am choosing retain option. So with this option, our this main object, our existing object will remain as it is. So this thing is not going to convert into block, right? So click OK. So now go to the select this object. So you will feel that this is just a object. Still it's a individual object. And this is our block where you have only one point. And this point is known as insertion point, right? So in this way you can create your block, right? Again, one last time. B, enter, provide your name and specify your objects, pick points and which type you want. If you choose delete, then your original object is going to delete, right? Then hit OK. Now how to insert that block again in your file? So once you create a block, so the block is very easy to handle, right? So you can easily select, like just with the help of just a single click, you can easily select it, right? And you can manage it easily. To insert a same object for the multiple times, just press I for the insert and enter. And here you have to click your blocks, see AA and BB. And this rest options is due to our library objects that we have called, see bed, dining set, right, oven, so that we call from the libraries. And as I told you, all that things are blocks. So I want to insert this block AA. So here we have three questions. Insertion point, if you want to provide coordinates, turn off that and provide coordinates that I want to put this thing at this point. If you want to specify that thing on screen, then turn on this specify on screen. Then scaling, if you want that in true scale, then or some scale you can provide over here. Or if you want to specify the scaling on the screen, turn on this, so he will ask you on the screen that what scale do you want, right? But we want 111. Then rotation, again we want horizontal, so 0. So hit enter, so only one question will be there on the screen, that is insertion point where we want to put. So here is our question, specify insertion point. So I am going to specify it over here, and here we have. Again insert, I enter, and you can insert it again. For example, I want to insert this BB. Okay, so this is block, this is actual object, right? And if you want to convert your block again back to the objects, just explode it, X, enter, select it and enter. So your object will your block will convert it back to the object. Or the library objects also, see, if you want to change the um, bed design or the sofa design, just explode it. Now everything is separate. And now you can block it again with a new name, right? Okay, so now how to set or how to create our own library into design center. So for that, first take a blank file and put some blocks over there. So this is my block, this is my another block, this is my block. Okay, so we have 3 blocks over here. Now save your file to the desktop with whatever name, save. And then what you have to do, just do cut, just right click and cut that file and go to your C drive, program files, Autodesk, AutoCAD, whatever version you have, samples, ENUS, design center. So you have to go to that design center folder and paste it over there, right? So that is drawing 2 name, right? So I am going to paste it in my design center. Actually that will be not visible to you, so just a minute, if I can share that. So I'm just going to cut my file from here, so click on the cut, drawing 2, and then I think this is visible now. So go to the C drive, program files, Autodesk AutoCAD 2016 version I have, samples, where is samples, ENUS design center, and paste it over here. Continue. So this drawing 2 is placed over here. Now again go to your AutoCAD and type Control 2. Go to the home. You will find one more folder over here. Where is drawing 2? Drawing 2, yes, here. Click on the drawing 2 and click on the blocks. You will get your all blocks, whatever blocks we have in our file. So we have that bed, that dining table, right? This oven, and also our own block, see, that we have created. So in this way, for example, you have created some furniture equipment, some other types of sofas, beds and all, right? So make a one file of that with blocks and save it in your library. So it is clear now how to create blocks and how to insert them also.
Sir, which shortcut we have used?
I'm using Control 2 for Design Center and Control 3 for the tool palettes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So let we have a small look at our assignment, today's assignment. So in your today's assignment, we have this thing. Actually, it's a array command, right? So first create this type of geometry and do a array, polar array. You can grab this fastener from the library, right? This hexagon, and just do a circular pattern. The line width that we discuss, this circle should be in blue color, this should be in green color, this should be in red color. Okay, so that is our properties. So just change it and you have this section drawing to draw. So all the tools we have learned, right? In our last lecture, in our last class, we are going to discuss the table creation tools and how to create a drawing layout, sheet formats, right? And printing options also, how to plot that to convert it into the PDF file. So that is our last class of the AutoCAD. If you have any question up to this point, then you can ask me now. Table that will we discuss in our next class. Actually, we have three methods for the table creation. Okay, Yamraj. So any other questions you have?
When are we gonna learn 3D?
Sheet layout and PDFs that will be in our next class.
So 3D? What about 3D?
Actually, 3D is not covered in our this program, 5 days program.
It's 5 days. So it's 10 days program. 5 days.
It's a 5 days program for the
So okay. So day after tomorrow will be last lecture.
yes.
So we have only 5 lectures in this one.
In AutoCAD we have only 5 lectures. In other softwares we have 10 days program. In Revit, 3ds Max. So in these softwares we have 10 days program. SolidWorks.
So can we join that?
Yes, you can contact to our contact number that you find from the video. You can just contact us.
Okay.
Okay.
So, is there any program in which we can learn AutoCAD 3D?
Current
Or you are
not
covering
yet,
only AutoCAD?
actually not yet right now, but maybe we will plan for that also. So you will get the notification,
Okay, sir.
right? And just stay
Okay, sir.
connected with us. That contact number,
Okay.
this contact number, right? That you will also find in
Okay, sir.
the video also. So you can contact us
Okay, sir.
anytime and ask us. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So see you on our last class. I'm not having that any idea about the certificate, so you have to contact to the head office, right? Actually, due to this
Okay, sir.
corona, I am also conducting this lecture from my home, right? Like
Okay,
you
sir.
all are at your home, so stay at your home and be safe, right? See you in our last class on Friday, right? Bye.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.